Alright, welcome everybody to the first annual Thug Life Dylan Hunger Games. Now, I've seen a lot of other people do this on YouTube. I've seen a lot of funny interactions and also interesting character selections. And I figured I would do it myself because why not? So anyway, just to kick things off, in District 1, we have Bowser and Jax. I mean, Bowser doesn't really need any sort of introduction. He's pretty strong. He can breathe fire. And Jax is his own and has something going on. We got Fuecoco and Vanny in District 2. In District 3, we have Homer Simpson and Grug. And the reason why I added Grug was obviously because of all the freaking Grug memes I've seen on the internet. I mean, so it's only fair that I added him to this as well. In District 4, we have Foxy and Elle and Joe. In District 5, we have Uzi and N. District 6, Predator and V. Predator, I felt was a pretty good choice to add for this one. So that's why he's here. In District 7, we have Jeffy and Kirby, Huggy Wuggy and the Devil in District 7. And in District 9, we have Funtime Freddy and Bon Bon and Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. I mean, some of these were just pretty random. Some of these character choices I had in this were pretty random. In District 10, we have Al and Donkey Kong. District 11, we have Jay and Sin. And last but certainly not least, District 12, we have Machamp and Waluigi. So, without further ado, let the Hunger Games begin. Okay, as the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Waluigi, Ed, and Donkey Kong work together to get as many supplies as possible. Okay, that's a pretty interesting team. Jeffy runs away from the cornucopia. Machamp runs away from the cornucopia. Ooh. Fuecoco, Kirby, V, and Ellen share everything they gathered before running. Okay, that's another interesting team up right there. Homer grabs a shovel. N runs away. Grug grabs a sword. Okay, Grug with a sword. Okay, that's pretty interesting. The Devil runs away from the cornucopia. Al clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Okay. Foxy scares Sin away from the cornucopia. Uzi runs away. Funtime Freddy and Bon Bon run away. Bowser cannot handle the circumstances and commits self-harm. Okay, why? I mean, and I know that, seriously, I wasn't expecting him to, be the first one to be out. Okay, that kind of sucks, actually. Rip Bowser. Huggy Wuggy and Jax fight for a bag. Jax gives up and retreats. I mean, yeah, considering that what Huggy Wuggy is capable of, I wouldn't really blame him. The Predator runs away. Vanny finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Jay runs away from the cornucopia, and that's it. Ooh, okay. Predator camouflages himself in the bushes. That actually makes a little bit of sense, considering that he actually does use camouflage in the movies sometimes, so that's pretty accurate. Donkey Kong sprains his ankle while running away from Funtime Freddy and Bon Bon. Okay, that's a pretty interesting interaction. V, Kirby, Homer, the Devil, and Vanny hunt for other tributes. Okay, that is a team right there. Not Jay. N injures himself, my bad. Fuecoco, Jax, and Ellen hunt for other tributes, and so do Al, Foxy, and Jay. That's pretty interesting. Uzi receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. I feel like that's either Khan or Nori, most likely. Machamp collects fruit from a tree. Grug overhears Jeffy and Sin talking in the distance. Waluigi tries to spear fish with a trident, and Huggy Wuggy scares Ed off. Okay, yeah, again, that makes a lot of sense for Huggy Wuggy. So, yeah. Only one cannon shot can be heard in the distance. And Bowser, District 1. I'm still kind of upset Bowser went out this early, bro. Jay and Grug talk about the tributes still alive. Okay. V thinks about winning. Funtime Freddy and Bonbon stay awake all night. Foxy and Ellen tell stories about themselves to each other. Okay. Homer loses sight of where he is. Okay, that makes sense for Homer. Vanny thinks about home. Actually, where would her home be, actually? Like, would it be in the Pizzaplex or, like, her actual home? That's kind of an interesting thing to think about. The Devil, Ed, Donkey Kong, Machamp, and Kirby sleep in shifts. Okay, another really interesting team. No. N bleeds out due to untreated injuries, bro. Oh, I wasn't ready for him to go out this early either. Oh, that sucks. Jax receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Predator, Al, Fuecoco, and Waluigi sleep in shifts. Uzi thinks about winning. And Sin convinces Jeffy to snuggle with her. Okay, I mean, because earlier they were talking to each other and Grug was eavesdropping, so yeah, that kind of an interesting interaction. And Huggy Wuggy starts a fire. Ed diverts Kirby's attention and runs away. Jax bashes Al's head in with a May. Okay, Jax, I mean, Jax is, I guess he would be the kind of person to do something like that. I mean, yeah. V questions her sanity. Jeffy, Jay, Predator, Sin, and Waluigi hunt for another tribute. It's okay, another really interesting team. Machamp receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Grug unknowingly eats toxic berries. No, Grug's dead too. Uzi discovers a river. Huggy Wuggy defeats Homer in a fight, but spares his life. Fuecoco and Foxy split up to search for resources. Donkey Kong unconstructs the shack. Ellen thinks about home. The Devil receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. I feel like that has to be like Henchman or King Dice. Henchman from the Cuphead show, of course. Vanny tries to spearfish with the trident. And Funtime Freddy and Bonbon are pricked by berry. Pricked by thorns while picking berries. I don't know, my bad. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. N, District 5. Al, District 10. And Grug, District 3. Rest in peace. Okay, night 2. Ed climbs a tree to rest. Okay. Foxy, Donkey Kong, Jeffy, and Machamp sleep in shifts. Alright. Sin receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. I don't know how that's going to work because she's a robot, so... Ellen, V, Huggy Wuggy, Kirby, and Predator sleep in shifts. Vanny, Fuecoco, and Uzi discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. And that's an interesting team-up. Jax lets Homer into his shelter. Okay, he's at least respectable to some extent, I guess, Jax. One time Freddy and Bonbon cry themselves to sleep. Okay, you know what? I can kind of imagine what that would be like. The Devil and Waluigi sleep in shifts, and Jay stays awake all night. Ellen sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Okay, that's smart. Waluigi, Jay, Huggy Wuggy, Predator, and Fuecoco hunt for other tributes. Kirby receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Jax begs for Funtime Freddy and Bonbon to kill him. They refuse, keeping keeping Jax alive. Because Bonbon, they're both rabbit-based characters, so that's why I got a little confused. Donkey Kong scares off of Uzi. Jeffy discovers a cave. Vanny, AV, Machamp, the Devil, and Ed hunt for the tributes. Another really interesting team. Fox receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Sin tries to spear fish with a trident, and Homer falls into a pit and dies. No, man. And of course, that was the only cannon shot being Homer from District 3. Like, literally the last person of this section, and he just dies at the very last second. Unfortunate, bro. Machamp, Jeffy, the Devil, and Ellen sleep in shifts. Waluigi convinces Huggy Wuggy to snuggle with him. I mean, like, and I think they mean that in, like, because he's like a toy. Huggy Wuggy's like a toy. So, I mean, he's got all that fur, too, so that could also be a benefit. Vanny loses sight of where she is. Foxy cooks his food before putting out his fire. Jay and Jax tell stories about themselves to each other. Okay, I mean, to be honest, I kind of want to see what that would be like. I mean, I kind of want to see what that would be like. If Glitch ever does something like that, then I would actually want to see it. Funtime Freddy and Bon Bon receive clean water from an unknown sponsor. Again, I don't know how that's going to work because they're robots. Oozy thinks about home. Kirby tends to his wounds. Predator questions his sanity. Sin stays awake all night. V starts a fire. Ed loses sight of where he is. I mean, that's pretty fitting for Ed, actually. And Fuecoco accidentally steps on a landmine! No, not Fuecoco, bro. And Donkey Kong receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Most likely bananas. But Fuecoco, man, that sucks. Ed makes a slingshot. Predator sees smoke rising in the distance, but he decides not to investigate. Okay, he's smart. Jeffy scares Ellen off. Huggy sprains his ankle while running away from Jax. Oozy steals from Donkey Kong while he isn't looking. Oh no, she stole his banana horn. It wasn't K-Rool this time, though. The Devil constructs a shack. Kirby's trap kills Sin. I mean, that's kind of, like, not surprising because Kirby has canonically defeated multiple, like, gods and demons in the games. And I guess Sin fits that. I guess Sin kind of fits that she is kind of like a demon and a god in some way, but still, like, Kirby being the one to kill off Sin, you know, it's kind of crazy. Funtime Freddy and Bon Bon, V, Foxy, Vanny, and Waluigi hunt for other tributes. Machamp questions his sanity, and Jay fishes. Okay. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Fuecoco, District 2, and Sin, District 11. Man, like, both of these, like, Sin's a pretty heavy hitter. Or Sin being out, that's a pretty hard-hitting loss. Foxy tends to his wounds. Jeffy, Predator, and Ellen discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Waluigi cries himself to sleep. He's crying himself to sleep because he's not going to be in Smash, because he's never going to be in Smash. I mean, that has to be why. Donkey Kong screams for help. Jay sets up camp for the night. Okay. Ed climbs a tree to rest. Kirby passes out from exhaustion. He sees a fire but stays hidden. Machamp and Vanny talk about the other tributes still alive. Oozy tends to the Devil's wounds. Huggy Wuggy tends to his wounds. Funtime Freddy and Bon Bon climb a tree to rest. And Jax screams for help. Donkey Kong, Jay, and the Devil get into a fight. Donkey Kong triumphantly kills them both? Okay, Donkey Kong, like, he just took out a robot and the literal devil. He just literal Satan, bro. Like he has punched the moon in Donkey Kong Country Returns. I mean, that's how powerful he actually is, and now he's, like, even more powerful, that the fact that he took out Satan. Huggy Wuggy and Funtime Freddy and Bon Bon hunt for other tributes. Waluigi tends to Kirby's wounds. Okay. V scares Foxy off. Vanny sets an explosive off, killing Ed and Jeffy? No, bro. Oh, that's 2 more gone. And of course it would be Vanny to kill off, like, 2 of, like, the kid-like characters, I know. Like, staying true to, like, the FNAF story. Jax receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Uzi searches for firewood. Machamp sprains his ankle while running away from Ellen. And Predator receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. 4 cannon shots can be heard off in the distance. Jay, District 11. The Devil, District 8. Ed, District 9. And Jeffy, District 7. There's a couple of unfortunate losses here. Vanny, Waluigi, Kirby, Machamp, and Donkey Kong sleep in shifts. Huggy Wuggy, Ellen, Predator, and Foxy also sleep in shifts. And Uzi, Jax, and V also sleep in shifts, and Funtime Freddy's unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Like, literally everybody was just sleeping in shifts, and Funtime Freddy's, like, literally the only one that's, like, doing his own thing. I mean, but yeah, but this is, like, this is all we have left. We have, like, 13? Yeah, 13 people left. No! Okay. Waluigi begs for Waluigi begs for Jax to kill him. He reluctantly obliges, killing Waluigi. I mean, I guess to be fair, considering that it's Jax, he wouldn't really, like, he could care less. But still, that's kind of a dagger, bro. That is such a dagger. Machamp poisons V's drink, but mistakes it for his own and dies. Okay, Machamp's also out. Ellen defeats Vanny in a fight, but spares her life. Okay. Uzi falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Man. And I feel like it's that same lake from the camping episode, too. Because it makes sense. Funtime Freddy and Bonbon question in their sanity. Okay. I mean, I feel like Funtime Freddy would be the one to do that. And I guess Bonbon, because he has to put up with all the stuff that he does. Huggy Wuggy, Kirby, Predator, and Foxy hunt for other tributes. And Donkey Kong sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Waluigi, District 12. Machamp, District 12. And Uzi, District 5. And like, yeah. Like, a couple of these are very hard hitters, man. Predator loses sight of where he is. Foxy defeats Donkey Kong in a fight, but spares his life. Kirby sets up camp for the night. Ellen attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Vanny, V, and Jax discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Okay, what is Funtime Freddy gonna do? Funtime Freddy and Bonbon think about winning. Okay. Huggy Wuggy is awoken by nightmares, and that's it. Predator sets an explosive off, killing Jax. Okay, well, I guess that's payback for killing Waluigi. Yeah, but still, like, I was still kind of rooting for him to, like, at least win at least somehow get further than that. Kirby, Donkey Kong, V, Huggy Wuggy, and Foxy hunt for other tributes. Ellen is unable to convince Vanny to not kill her. I mean, to be fair, you're talking to Vanny. I mean, Vanny would be, like, pretty hard to, like, convince, I guess. And Funtime Freddy and Bonbon fish. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Jax, District 1, and Ellen, District 4. Funtime Freddy and Bonbon and Foxy hold hands. Okay, that's pretty neat. Like the 2 FNAF characters interacting. V and Kirby huddle for warmth. Okay. Huggy Wuggy tries to treat his infection. Predator shoots a poisonous dart into Vanny's neck, slowly killing her. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty... I mean, yeah, Predator... Yeah, he's made it pretty far. I mean, I was kind of expecting to make it this far. Donkey Kong stays awake all night. Okay. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Donkey Kong dies from an infection. No, man. I was kind of expecting Donkey Kong to at least make it to like top 5 or something. Huggy Wuggy takes his staff, leaning against the cornucopia. Kirby kills V as she tries to run. But you guys were cuddling with each other. Like, what happened? And like, the ultimate betrayal. Trust nobody. Funtime Freddy and Bonbon decide not to go to the feast. Foxy decides not to go. And Predator falls into a frozen lake and drowns. I mean, Predator didn't deserve to go out like that, man. Come on. Foxy explores the arena. Kirby chases Huggy Wuggy. And Funtime Freddy and Bonbon see smoke rising in the distance, but they decide not to investigate. This is the final 4. Now, these are the final 4. Foxy, Kirby, Huggy Wuggy, and Funtime Freddy and Bonbon. These are the final 4. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Vanny District 2, Donkey Kong District 10, V District 6, and Predator also District 6. Man, District 6 is already gone, bro. Huggy Wuggy destroys Kirby's supplies while he is sleeping. Funtime Freddy and Bonbon question their sanity again. And Foxy tries to treat his infection. Kirby receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Funtime Freddy and Bonbon tend to Huggy Wuggy's wounds. And Foxy questions his sanity. Okay, no cannon shots. Nobody died that day. Okay. Huggy Wuggy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Kirby falls into a pit and dies. No. Wait, Kirby, you can fly. He can fly. Like, he could have just been able to fly out of there. I don't know why he just decided to take it. Funtime Freddy and Bonbon tend to his wounds. And Foxy dies of dysentery. So basically, Foxy just crapped himself to death. That's what it means. Oh, and Huggy Wuggy also falls into a pit and dies. So that means, okay, 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Kirby District 7, Foxy District 4, and Huggy Wuggy District 8. So that means the winner is Funtime Freddy and Bonbon. And they won from District 9. Okay, that's a pretty unexpected, like, victory I think I've seen. These are all, I'm like, how? I'm like, honestly, how? I'm like, how do Bowser and Grug end up being the first ones to go? I mean, that kind of sucks. So yeah, that was the Hunger Games, the first ever Hunger Games I've done on this channel. If you want to see another one of these Hunger Games, feel free. Feel free to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And also, if you want to see like any specific characters join Hunger Games, like, feel free to put it down in the comment. I mean, that would be also really interesting. And if you also somehow guessed who was gonna win, and then good to you, congratulations, and I will see you on the next one.